What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So I did the video earlier. I asked you guys if you wanted me to react to John Bravo's latest video on Ben Azoulay, and you guys said yes. I reached out to John, let him know I was going to be reacting. He gave me the go-ahead. And normally with John's videos, I don't start at the very beginning because of the music. However, I will start this one from the beginning, and I'll just pull the music off. So this video by John Bravo Films, make sure if you're not subscribed already, which I doubt if you follow me, if you're not subscribed, go and subscribe to John Bravo Films. This one is called He's Trying to Shut Me Down, and now it's time for nuclear war. Well, oh, hold on. Let's get it.
When Ben was 17 years old, he was arrested for doing, you know what? Bad to another girl. And you know what he's been trying to do all these months on social media, because he didn't want me to find it. Well, he's been going on all these internet sites, right, to try to hide his name so he can never come up in the searches. So you guys remember Bend Over, right? You know, the shithead that was making the tricks with bricks.
He's making the tricks with bricks. Hey, look it. Let me just tell you guys something right now. This is why people tune into John. John Bravo, I want you to pay attention to the scene that he put together with Jean-Claude Van Damme and King Azoulay, right? The brick breaking ceremony.
And doing the dim mac in a Home Depot aisle like an asshole.
We came to the US. I started eating at a Chinese restaurant. The owner was, for me, Master Shifu. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me. And
can I just say, I'm sorry, you know, I have to, by the way, I have to pause when people, why do you pause it so much? The rules. I know the rules, okay? But why would he say Master Shifu instead of like Mr. Miyagi? Right? Why Master Shifu? Anyways.
Now, he thinks he's gonna fight in the Kumite, so he started training like he's gonna fight Chun-Li. Except, he's not fighting nobody. He's
at all.
Just doing it for the attention.
he would teach me Kung Fu. And I was 10 years old, so I learned how to move with like Kung Fu, you know?
He did the same thing. Come on. Same arm and everything. God, this guy. That's what happens when people. He wasn't homeschooled, but he's very socially awkward. Probably had no friends, and movies were his friends. And now, from what I hear, movies hate him too.
Eventually, the owner fell in love with me, and he said, "That kid is special." It was different, and I loved it.
Well, while that's all going on, his hero, his idol, and his imaginary mentor, Andrew Tate, just got arrested again. And he's crying about it like a little bitch.
The Tate brothers just got arrested in Miami. And you know what's really crazy about this?
What?
That they've been speaking about it for a very long time. If you remember, 3 years ago, I got on the internet to support them because more strong men need support. More than ever before.
They're strong already. Why they need support? They're just upper body like you. They're like skinny, tiny, puny, fragile legs, baby deer legs. Why do they need support? They're strong men. Why would a strong man need support, fool? As you know, I came on 3 years ago. Get out of here already. Sheesh.
Because strong men are being taken down.
And not only that, he thinks he's so famous now that he's putting himself not only in the same sentence as Andrew Tate, but Charlie Kirk too. What does poor Charlie have to do with it?
Take a look at Charlie. Got taken out. Trump got shot at. The Tate brothers go to jail. I get banned every single day.
How does he fit? How does he fit? Like, this is that, you know, when they have the questionnaire, pick out the thing that doesn't fit. Right there, boom, found it. Immediately, I'm a genius. He's
Eventually, what's going to happen? They'll try to put me in jail, or possibly try to take care of me. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, Andrew is a very smart man, and I'm not going to get into all the accusations against him. I don't know the truth, or we'll find out. But I will say this, what he says is so powerful, and let's emphasize on that. What Andrew Tate is doing is he's communicating a warning of what happens when society becomes too feminine. We are seeing the American man pouring.
Hold on, look it. Now I don't want to interrupt Charlie. He's been through enough already, right? He said, hold on, I don't want to put words in his mouth. Let's check this out. Watch this.
When society becomes too feminine. We are seeing.
When society becomes too feminine. Did you see what he was wearing when he got arrested? Women's capri pants, no socks, and like loafers. I actually feel like putting it, like editing that picture in. I'm probably not going to. The hypocrisy is amazing. How is Andrew Tate going to be Mr. Alpha Male, whatever, dog, whatever, and he got arrested dressed in women's clothing?
The American man, porn addicted, lowest testosterone rates in 30 or 40 years, least married, least purpose, most suicidal in history. Why? It's because our society is configured towards collapsing the American man.
And this is exactly what me, Andrew Tate, and Charlie Kirk were fighting to strengthen.
When did you get into the fight? After Charlie passed away and Andrew got arrested, that's when you decided to get into the fight? You've never been in a fight. Apparently, we're going to find out the only fight you've been in that we're aware of. John's about to expose it.
Man, we want men to be stronger and better than they ever have. We can't do that if we're on here and showing you that we're strong and you want to bring us down because you feel like we're above you.
So Benny bend over. That asshole piece of shit. You guys saw what he's up to. His same old shit, gallivanting online like an asshole to try to get famous for being a nobody.
Wait a minute, John. John hit us with he's gallivanting online. That pizza shit. John's hitting us with vocabulary.
And you guys know, he wants the fame. I'm gonna give it to him. But it's not gonna be the fame he wants. And he made a big mistake again. You know what he did? He f***ed with me trying to take down my Instagram. And you would have thought that this asshole would have learned not to f*** with me no more. Because how many times did I have to bend him over in front of the world to see? And you know what I did? I went digging again. And every time I dig some shit up on this asshole and I go looking, I find some crazy shit. And you know what I found out? In 2007, when he was 17 years old and before he did all that bad shit to that girl, right? He did even more bad shit to another girl and he was arrested. And now, Benny, are you ready to get bent over again? 'Cause I'm about to do it. And wait until you see this shit.
Listen, for every action, there's a reaction. Ben, I'm sure, hated this reaction. And I'm not the only one reacting to John's video. But I do have to say that I can't speak for John or anyone else. I can speak for myself only. I can't stand doing videos on this guy. Do I make money off it? Yes. This is my job, right? And you guys wanted me to do it, but he has created an entire fantasy land. And he knows when he says the things he says, they're ridiculous and will respond. And in some twisted way, he thinks he's famous. Even if he's getting roasted, he thinks he's famous. It's nuts.
You have to understand that me, Charlie, and Andrew, we are a symbol of resistance to the system, to the shit that's keeping us suppressed. They hold us in golden cages, make you believe that your life is fine. But as a man, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, which is hold a family, support, provide, protect.
Your wife just left you. Charlie was married. Andrew's not married. How are you guys trying to teach people to be a man and get married and raise a family and support that family? Are we supposed to overlook what you are doing in your life and just listen to the gibberish and be like, wow, I should do that? You're not doing it. Why should we?
Suffering. I was being suppressed. Now I'm getting more hate than ever before. Why? Because I'm here to tell you that you could be better. And
That's not why. I promise you. For Julie, little Benjamin, Benji boy, that's not why you're getting hate. Just read your comment section. You'll figure it out.
Stronger. I want you to think for yourself. Open your mind. I'm here to make your life better.
So before I start going in on this asshole again, just like I was saying in the introduction, I don't want to give this guy any type of fame that he wants. So the only time you catch me making a video is when I can expose him for the real piece of shit he is.
Facts.
And nothing pisses me more off than when people online give him the attention that he wants. Jake Shields, you guys know him. The UFC fighter, right? He's training some guy, right? Gypsy Crusader that Ben is pretending he's gonna fight.
Pretending. I believe that. And I think the majority of us believe he's pretending. He's doing it just for the attention. He got their posters up now and he's man, that dude's not gonna, he's gonna break a nail or something and say it got infected and I don't know. Then he's gonna wind up with a neck brace on. Why you got the neck brace on? I broke a nail. I have my nails long because I'm wealthy.
But I know he's not fighting shit. It's all for free exposure, right?
Facts.
And even Jake Shields is taking part of this.
Yeah, I see you, huh?
It feels like we're fighting now. They got us here. What are you doing?
Well, we talked last time, and now I see you're training gypsy, huh?
Hey, how tall is Jake Shields? Everybody says Fajuli is real short. Him and Jake looks like about around the same height, so now we have a gauge.
Hey, training the class.
Then again, he might have platform shoes on like Wes. Never mind.
Knock you the f down.
Yeah, you think he's gonna knock me out?
I know he's gonna knock you out.
And that's why I called him out for kickboxing. I want to fight in his field.
I give you respect for that.
So he can't say that I'm not the one that's going to fight the same way that he fights. He can't come to me and say, hey, you know, this was.
Man, hey, you guys ever see that Seinfeld episode when that person doesn't know about personal space? Why is he getting closer and closer?
He can't say that I'm not the one that's going to fight the same way that he fights. He can't come to me and say, hey, you know, this was boxing. It's not my fight.
Hey,
No.
I'll give you credit for both if you show up.
I'll show up.
I'm a little skeptical if you show up through betting monsters.
So you can bet whatever you want. We can bet whatever you want. I guarantee you. But I guarantee you one thing. First round, he's going to knock the out.
Oh.
First round. You see how he was gassed out? Huh?
He had no training. I tried.
Gassed out. Ben Azoulay, he gets gassed out talking. I swear he does the Jack Bauer when he's talking. I can't stand him.
Set him up. He's gonna fuck you up.
Let's see how you're going to train him now. Let's see how you play
full time, but I'm trying to live enough to say that he fuck you up.
You think so? Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
Let's say good
I'll
luck.
be happy.
I want you to get tough. So,
well, good
I'll
luck
see
to you guys. Because I already know exactly how it's going to end. All right?
See you next month.
All right.
So again, everybody who's watching, everybody who makes videos on this piece of shit, stop giving him the attention that he wants, because like I've said many times on social media, this asshole's not fighting nobody. He's doing all this shit to get free exposure. So Benny, one day, while he was bending over, thought, you know, he wants to get rid of some people online. So you know what he did? He went and started falsely copywriting Instagram posts of JD Delay because he hates JD.
Shout out to Big JD. Shout out to John Bravo. Apparently, he did go after those two channels, their Instagram pages. Unfortunate.
He's got the biggest reach, and JD says a lot of crazy shit about him, right? So Benny hates JD, and he hates me. And he started reporting and taking down my posts too. And when he did that, I'm like, listen, like I said, do you really think you want me digging for your bullshit again? Because every time I've ever dug, I found crazy shit. And this time was no different. I found a lot of crazy shit. So when I went digging, the first one that I found was a really good one. In 2014, he had a charge, right? And the charge was screwing up an innkeeper, right? And then
In my city, Figueroa, that's the courthouse. So he came to my city and he's messing with an innkeeper?
getting loud. And I started looking into it, and I remembered, you guys remember how much this asshole loves to go to the Chinese restaurants and find the old man to fall in love with him and taste his cream of some young guy?
And I would come to him. He would move all of the tables and he would teach me Kung Fu. I was 10 years old. So I learned how to move with like Kung Fu, you know?
Yeah.
It was
None of that was kung fu. None of it was.
different. And I loved it.
Well, you know what Benny did one day? After he was done, he was sick of that one, you know, he wanted to switch it up to find a new old man. He went to another restaurant and he found another old man and he told him, you know, you want to teach me Kung Fu? You want to taste my cream of some young guy? Well, you know what happened? That old man, he told Benny, I don't want to taste any of your cream of some young guy, so get the fuck out of here. Benny got mad, he started yelling, and he ran off, and he didn't even pay his bill. The next day, the restaurant pressed charges on him. And like usual, we've seen Ben do this all the time, he didn't want to take the charge, so he took a plea bargain. So now, let's take a look at the really bad one that I found. In 2007, remember the crime that he did on that girl? Well, he was convicted of, right? Doing bad shit. I'm not going to say exactly what he did. You guys all know it by now. Before that crime, in 2007, when Ben was 17 years old, he was arrested for doing, you know what? Bad shit to another girl. And you know what he's been trying to do all these months on social media, because he didn't want me to find it? Well, he's been going on all these internet sites, right, to try to hide his name so he can never come up in the searches. But if you're like me and you know how to find shit and you have good connections and you have good lawyers, you can get anything. So this girl that he f***ed with when he was 17 years old, right, she was so scared of this asshole, she had to get a restraining order, not just for her, but her whole family.
Wait a minute. Ben, oh, so there's his height right there, 5'10". 5'10", 170 pounds.
And even her 3-year-old sister. That's what kind of a maniac this is. All right, so this is the restraining order that this girl, which was his girlfriend at the time when he was 17 years old, placed upon him for his crazy sick behavior. And take a look at the date here, September 17th, 2007, which was a whole year prior to the other case that was opened where he was convicted of doing those things to that other girl. And if you take a look here, this order was granted for 5 years. So September 17th, 2007 to September 16th, 2012, which was the maximum in California ordered on him. And if you take a look here at all the people that were protected, was the mother.
So like I said earlier, Ben Azoulay, he's claimed to have been an enforcer for a Russian mob guy, right? Yeah, he needs guys to fist fight people for him, right? Yeah, we believe that. He said he's fought 2,000 fights. And so the only ones we know of are when Ryan Aria socked him in his nose and he took off running, crying. We know about that fight. We know about this now, and this is a teenage girl that had to get a restraining order taken out on him. So we know about 2 fights, right? And then we know about what happened when he was 18. There's zero evidence of any fights with men. Amazing.
The father, herself.
Again, with the exception of Ryan Aria, there were kids, there were teenagers. He got socked in his face, and there wasn't a fight. He got hit one time and ran off.
And the 3-year-old sister. So the girl was scared that Ben is so crazy that he was going to come after her sister too, that's 3 years old. So now this is where she describes the first time that Ben abused her. It says 8/15/07, and who was there? Ben and her. And it says, what did this person do or say that made you afraid? Hit in the face, head, and legs, pulled my hair, struck me repeatedly, yelled, name called, verbal abuse, verbal intimidation. He chased me in his vehicle and struck my vehicle repeatedly, tried to open the back passenger door, and followed me to the Lost Hills police station where he was arrested and detained.
And then it says, describe any use or threatened use of guns or other weapons, guns and baseball bat present in his vehicle. 17-year-old girl. This is a court filing. John doesn't come up with fake paperwork. She was 17 years old, so scared that she drove straight to the police, and he was so enraged that he followed her to his own arrest. Wow. How much time is it? I when I do reactions, I don't like to do the whole video. There's a little over 3 minutes left. I want to end it here. And I want to ask you, if you haven't already seen John's video, go on over there. Check it out. When we see this guy, look, we make fun of him. We all laugh at him, right? But the two arrests that we know about, both having underage girls as victims, this is the reason why it's hard for me to react to his videos, right? And it's hard for me to not call him the things I really want to call him when I do react. So I make fun of what I can. We keep it as comedy roast, right? But this is someone who John has found it both times. You know, he initially he said he was, you know, all this organized crime stuff, and he got busted. And so John looked into it because of his own words and found that horrible case. Then allegedly he tried to take down John's IG along with JD Delays. And so he said, okay, you want beef? Boom, let me go look a little bit more. I don't see how, like, if you go to his page, you'll see him at the high school. You also see him that one, it's obviously it's staged where he stops in the car and the teenage boys run to his car. There's other, I just don't see how this dude is allowed to be around who he's around, man. You know, it's just, matter of fact, let me put it on here since I'm going to end it here. I'm sure I'm not done reacting to this guy. I'm sure all of us are going to have a video a month from now about him not showing up to the fight, or if somehow he shows up, him getting knocked out in that fight. I don't know of anyone who has seen him throw a punch, throw a kick, seen his footwork, that would say, hey, you know what? Yeah, he's probably going to win. No, not at all. Anyways, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you want to see the full video, go to John Bravo Films. Support the channel. Give it a like and a sub. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.